almost now because I'm in Europe, so mine is still a
Okay.
morning one. So,
Hi,
uh,
Prince and Abhinav. Good
eh, eh,
afternoon.
but, mm, good to have you, Bhargavi. Just to introduce Bhargavi, Bhargavi is an MCT trainer for almost 3 years and a C Sharp MVP as well. Um, Today she would be presenting a very cool topic on how to use AI Builder to power up your Power Apps. Power up your Power Apps it was a cool description of the topic. Bhargavi, over to you.
Yeah,
Uh, f-
thanks, Prince. Once again.
yeah.
Just checking if everything is all set. Mic, presentation,
Yeah, we
everything
can see.
is. Yeah,
We can see your presentation. Yeah.
okay. Great. Hi, all. Thanks for joining today's session. And in this session, what we would be seeing is like what Prince said, we would be seeing power up your apps using the Power Apps, is what we would be seeing using the AI builder. And in this, what we would be covering is all about what we can do inside the Power Apps using the AI builder, is what we would be covering on. Before I get into the session, let me give a brief introduction of myself. I am Bhargavi, working for Ford as a senior software engineer, and I am an MTech data scientist from BITS Pilani, and I I I have been a Microsoft certified trainer for more than 3 years now, and Microsoft certified for almost 6 certifications, and I am a global speaker, and I do write blogs and articles in C Sharp Corner. You can catch up my blogs and articles through this QR by scanning this QR code, and you can get in touch with me post the session for any kind of doubts regarding the Power Platform or AI related thing. You can get in touch with me by scanning this code post the session as well. Okay, with that, the agenda for today's session would be we would be seeing what is Power Platform as just an heads up for it, and we would be seeing the Power Apps and why do we need AI Builder and what can we do inside the AI Builder and how do we develop the models inside it and demo out of it, and I would be taking up the questions at last. So, Power Platform, um, I don't have to give a brief introduction of it right now because we are been into the global Power Platform Bootcamp only, and just an heads up of it, like it's a combination of all the tools like Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, and then Power Virtual Agent and Power Pages, wherein Power Apps is something like which is used to do the app development where we can do the web as well as the mobile development there. And Power BI is something like where we do the analytics kind of thing. And Power Automate is something like where we do robotic process automation as well as the digital process automation, wherein we would be doing the process automation over there, and the Power Virtual Agent, which is something like um, which is something now turned up. I mean, all the features of the Power Virtual Agent is now been into um, been now simplified and into something called as Copilot Studio, and then Power Pages is like connecting the external facing website, and to connect all these ones, we have data connectors being available for it, and AI Builder is something where it is available under the Power Apps and Power Automate, wherein we can um, leverage the AI functions which are there, and that would be the major focus that what we would be focusing on for today. So, what does this AI Builder do? AI Builder is like building and training. I mean, build train and publish an AI model without even a line of code. Even if we are not a developer, or if we don't know AI, or even if we don't know Power Apps as well, or then AI Builder is something with the help of Copilot is emerging now, and that would help us build the AI to AI related logics inside the Power Apps, and we would be able to develop as such without the help of the data scientist. So what we can do here is that we can build AI models in minutes, wherein we get the guided wizards over there, and by following up with the wizards, we would be building up the AI models, and that can be for invoice, or that can be of any different sorts that what we want, and those would be used there. And then we also have this for customizable broad range of industries. It not just now end up with invoice processing or document processing, something of that sort. It had gone into a wide range, which is like you can given the prompt and it can answer you back with the result with the help of the AI tool. And it is part of the Power Platform as well as the Dynamic 365. What we can do is we can build it anywhere, and it is of, I mean, we can integrate it with automation or applications, and is the AI builder's overall view. Yes, okay. Okay. So we have two things inside the AI builder, wherein we can either develop the application, develop the model from the scratch for the data that whatever we need based on the specification that what we have. That is called as the built custom built AI. Or else we can use the pre-trained model, and that's something out of box, and we don't have to do any kind of training over there, and that becomes the pre-built AI models. So there are two different AI models being available inside the AI builder, and we can go ahead and use those models over there. And the example for the pre-built model is like when we want to process an ID card, then we can just scan the ID card, and we can just tell it to get the details out of it, and we don't have to train anything out of it, right? So that becomes the pre-built model. And consider a case that if you are about to train a model, say in case you have multiple invoices, and from those invoices you have to get the details, or when we want to do some kind of form processing, then that becomes custom AI models, wherein you would be giving the model a few details that are needed, and would be teaching the model on how to understand it, so that the model would be reading those and will be trying to understand by itself, and would be giving you back the result. That becomes the uh, custom AI models. So how do we bring AI to our business with the AI builder? Is that AI builder is, as we saw, it's a power platform capability, and what it does is that it helps us to improve our business performance by automating the process, and predict, and it would also predict outcomes out of it. And when we use AI builder, it can we don't have to know any kind of AI knowledge. Rather, it kind of low code, no code, or we can say it like if we have zero knowledge over the AI as well, it helps us in putting up the logics of the AI inside the Power Apps, and we can go ahead and use it. And the data can be stored in the data platforms such as SharePoint or Azure or OneDrive, and it would be used to get the data from those, and it would be processing those data. And when it comes for AI builder, what it does is that it simplifies all the creations that needs to be done. Rather it can be of cleaning process or identifying I mean rather it kind of cleaning or any kind of the AI process, that what it does from the scratch to the production. It does not make you too complex. Like, it would just give you an as an outlayer wherein we would be knowing on what it does at the front side, but we would not be knowing at the back side, so that the complicated task all the complicated tasks would be hidden over there, and we would have just the simplified ones before our screen. And when it comes for the we have the pre-built models, like where what we saw earlier, and we can start using the intelligence with those in a right way. And when it comes for what we can do with AI builder, we can build custom models. Like, uh, we can we can build models from the scratch, like what for whatever the business that what we need, we can do that. uh, that can be done, or we can choose it from the selection of the pre-built model, or we can integrate these into the apps and workflows as well. Few examples of these are analyzing the text for classification. Like, when we want to analyze the classify the whole text and find key phrases and language or sentiment out of it, then we would be going and using the AI model. And when we want to predict something is wrong or not, say in case if something wrong happens, either it can be for approval or either it can be for fraud detection, then we would be going with AI builder, wherein it develops a flow which is very simple, and we can go ahead and use it. And something like what we saw just now, we can go ahead with the business card information processing as well. Like, if we want to read all the data of the ID card, then we can go ahead and use it. And if something has to be read from the images, say in case of OCR, or optical character recognition, right? So if we want to read something out of the PDFs or something like that, then then AI builder has an definite best option for it, and we can simply believe on it and go and start using it, since we are almost using it for past 4 years now. And AI Builder is not something new when it comes for Power Platform. What it does is, since 2019, AI Builder has been available in Power Platform, and there are few changes that came in for along with the integration of OpenAI, and now had came in, which is from last year, which is something. And few are in preview stage as well, like the prompts can be generated by its own, are still in preview for the premium version, which we would be seeing in the post session for today's in demo part. So, where can we use the AI builder is that we can use AI builder within Power Apps or Power Automate. And there are two types of things. One is build, and second one is models. Build is where you create and get started with the AI models. And models are something like where where the models are created and are ready to be shared, will be residing in models. And build is something where we would be creating if needed. So we have been seeing what do we do under the, what does this AI builder do, right? So we will now see how do we train the model. We we have few steps inside the model training wherein we would be first creating the model. If not, we would be consuming the model based on the use case. So consider a case where we are creating a model wherein we would be going to the build page, and from the build page what happens is we would be following up the steps that are there, and we can go ahead and create the models by providing it a training data for it. And then from the draft model, I'm it's not that if you had started building a model it needs to be completed at that moment. You can also draft models and keep it safe, so that whenever whatever the progress that what we have made will still be remaining, will still be the same, and will be saved as a draft to finish it for a later moment as well. and and then we also have trained models being available, and uh, and this case comes in with the models page. When we click on the models page, we get the trained models being available, and this is where your model is fed with the data that whatever your business needs, as well as your model will be learning from your data to perform for your specification. And then at last what we would be doing is, when it's all over, we should somehow publish the model, and then only we can go ahead and use it in either Power Apps or Power Automate, right? So when the model is all done, then we would be going and publishing the model, wherein we have the when it's been available to use in Power Automate and Power Apps, we would be publishing the model, and then we would go ahead and consume the model, which will be in the models page. And when your model is being there under the models page, then we can go ahead and use it under the apps, um, which is like you can just call in the model and go ahead and consume it. These are the few steps that are there inside the model training, and these would be followed for either either at Power Apps or Power Automate. So we had now created a model, and we now have to integrate it with other apps, for which what we would be doing is that we would go to the model that whatever we had clicked, whatever we had created, and then we would be clicking on the AI builder and would be navigating to the models page. And then from there, the model that what we had created will be listed over there, and we'll be selecting that. And from that, we have that share option being available, and we would click on that share, and that's it. Your model is now ready to get it integrate with other apps as well. So Power Apps or any kind of the low code no code platform allows you to have a share sharing the model as well, very easy, so that it just happens in minutes or uh, some kind of that. So until now we had the dry part, and now we would go ahead with the uh, demo so that we can understand the things better. Now we have navigated to the Power Apps site, and what we would do is we have AI Hub being available, and when we go inside the AI Hub, we have the different kind of options that are there for either it can be of models or prompt or document automation, that whatever we need is being available over there. And when we want to use the latest things, rather it can be of prompting kind of thing, then we should ensure that we are creating an environment under the US, and be available with it. And let us now see an example. Like these are few of the AI models that are available. Just a second. Yeah, these are few of the AI models that are available, and we have the most popular ones as well as we have few for documents, and we have few for text, and we have for structured data, and we have for images as well. And when we want to get it all listed, then we have the entire thing also been available here. And we can note the difference here that when it's kind of custom model, you can customize it based on your business data. And when it's kind of pre-built model, it's something like you don't have to feed in any data for it, and it works. It I mean, when it's ready to use kind of thing, and we would go ahead and start using it. We would see an example for processing an invoice. Say an example, when you click on that extract information from invoice itself, it would allow you to have the in use pre-built model, which will prompt you in either you can use it in apps or flow. And when it's been done, you have to train in all the models. So when you click on when you click on it, then it's kind of it would create an flow for you, so that the apps is being created, and from there we can go ahead and use it. Yeah. Can we see here, like the data is being added, the model which has to be done is being added here, and whatever the things that are needs to be done are being fed into it, and the extracted information is being put here in form of the application as such, and we can go ahead and use it with our specification of what we need, and then go ahead and prompt it. Say in case if we just want to use it in case of customizing the same model, then what we can do is that, again, I'm going back to the AI hub, and I am trying to, yeah, I am trying to get in the same extracted information from invoice, and now I am trying to use the custom model, so that for the data that whatever you need, you would be training the model now. Yeah, it would prompt you to choose for the data type, and when we want an text field or number field or any kind of field that needs to be added, then you would be clicking on and you would be adding it that can be of i mean whatever the field that what you need. Say an example, we need a text field, then it would prompt you with the data that what it has, and then when something is needed, then you would be creating it over here. And when it's been created, then your information that what you had given on will be listed over here, and then you can click on next. And when it's all done, you can add in the collection of whatever data that what we need to train on can be provided here. And there should be a minimum of 5 documents that what we provide to it. I have different formats of the invoices being downloaded here, and I'm just trying to feed in all the datas. Um, and I am just trying to upload it now. When we upload all the documents, it would be listed. So and when it's already there, then it would list you with already uploaded. And when it's done, it would create a collection for you. And when it's done, you can click on next. And now what it does is that it would allow you to tag with the documents that whatever you had given it, and with the data that whatever we had given here. Either it can be of billing address or the invoice id. It would try to get few things by itself, and it would allow you to check if your um, the extracted information that whatever it had did is all correct. And if it's correct, then you have to review it once, and then you can go ahead and verify the second one. And once it is all done, you should ensure that the values that whatever we take is the values that whatever we try to extract out of the invoice is being correct or precise, so that the model is being trained so well to get the extracts out of it. To get the outputs being good out of it. So it has few things being mentioned here, and I'm just trying to. It would not allow you to go to the next one unless and until you tag into uh, all the documents being available to it. Like it has mentioned here, tag all the documents to continue. And you have to tag in for all the documents, else it won't allow you to get the data. If you don't need something, then you can go ahead and delete it off. How do we do the tagging is that this is a customer id. I'm just doing it for a customer id. So say in case we have a customer ID, and that also needs to be mapped to a client name over there. So I'm just clicking on the client name, and it is just allowing us to get into the customer ID or what kind of thing that what it has. And if you give available in document, then I mean if it's available in, you have to tag in for all the things that are being mentioned over here. Unless and until it won't allow you to go to the next step. If you don't give, like, when you don't have, then if you give not available in collection, then the whole collection as such will not have that, and you can skip that for all the documents that whatever we try to load in over there. And when I try to give for customer address, then this would be my customer address, right? So I am trying to map that, and then I am trying to give it as customer address, and from there it would try to get the customer address over there. and you should map it for all the things like that. I'm just giving it as not in collection for now, and I'm just trying to build an model now. The model will also have a rating post this, and if your model does not have rating beyond 50 or kind of, it would rate you within an 100 range, and if it does not have a better rating, then your model will not act good. For those kind of reasons, we have to give all the documents over there. There is no way of skipping to it. So once this is done, we would then go back to the second one, and we would get back to there, and we would also have to tag it. I'm just giving it randomly. I'm not. So when we do like this, we would get an option of the model summary. I had already created a model just to save time. When we had, just to have these models being done. So that model is being created last time. And I have a model being created already for it. And we can go ahead and use the same model as such. When we had created that, it would allow us to, so sorry. It would allow us to choose for the documents, and we can go ahead and use the models with whatever the collection that what we need. And once this is all done, what we can do from the apps is that we can it's the regular way of creating the apps, and then when we go inside it, uh, we have the data, right? And from that, we can go ahead and connect the data source, which is like either uh, uh, when we want to add in the data, we will have that option to add in, right? And when we go ahead and search for either the AI models, those would be available here. And the model that whatever we had created will also be available, and this falls under the table. And when we want to connect it with the when we want to connect it with the connectors, then that has also been available here. Say in case there is something called as um, business card reader. When we had created the model, that would get listed here. The collection is not being created is what something that I can understand, and I can go ahead and use it. So Say in example, we have a model now, right? So what we can do is that yeah, we will be getting this invoice processing kind of thing being available when our model is being created. So this invoice processing is a pre-built one, so it is readily available, and we can go ahead and use it from the add data as such, and we can add it over here. So when the model is all done, we can drag that and put it over here and start using it for the further processing. And this is all something that is available since 2019 as such. And what's new in this is that, once again, what's new in this is that we have something called as prompt. Which has been available, and when it comes for prompt, we can either create a text with the GPT prompt, or we can respond to a complaint by using the prompt as such, or we can use the classifying text with whatever the prompts that what we are trying to give. It would be giving you with the response of whatever the data that what it needs. Say in example, this is something which is in preview right now, and it is yet to become for public. So what we do here is that we will be giving the prompt, and we also have few examples, like say an example, like we have to summarize the last message taking in account of the attached file content. You will be providing the attached file content, also the last message, right? So it would be taking up the last message, and it would also be giving you with the response, and the model would be returning you back with the detail that whatever which was there in the last message along with the file content, and it would give you back with the response that what it needs. You These are all of custom prompts. Like you would be giving the prompt, like what it has to do with the next set of actions, that what it needs for your business. You would be prompting those, and you can for the prompts that whatever you need, you would be training the prompt here. And when your prompt can be tested automatically here, like the prompts can be entered here, and when we want to test it, your test value will be done here. See an example, send an email with um, y- you should get an dynamic value from there, and you should be pasting it here. Add dynamic value, name of, send an email. Yeah, when we give something like this, then it would be giving you with the sample value. When you give the sample value, you can also test it readily here, and when you give it here, then it would be giving you with that. And when you can also save the prompt, and when it's all done, you can go ahead and use this inside your apps, and you can start consuming it. it would be available in the models page like what we saw. And then from there we can go ahead and consume it. And then it's all, let's now see something which is which is an pre-built one. This one is said to be like respond to a complaint. If we are receiving some kind of complaint, then we will be putting some input text inside it, and with that it would be responding you with the responses of what it has. So what we can do here is that it is just an pre-built one. So we can directly go ahead and use it inside the apps. For all the pre-built ones, it is all like you can readily go ahead and use it inside your applications. For the custom built ones alone, you should be providing it with the datas like for with the datas of your based on your organization or business needs, and then you can go ahead and use it. This is something that what text that needs to be generated would be given here, and when it's been done, then you would be going and using this is something which has been available here. Let's see a preview here. Yeah, I had just given it a response that I am just trying to respond to a complaint that what text that needs to be given, and whenever the complaint has been raised, it would be helping that thank you for letting me know with all the details that what it needs to do. Whenever the complaint has been raised, it would be returning back with the response like this. And this is something that what we can go ahead, it's not, it's by the name that complaint, but whenever we need to use some kind of things like this, then we can go ahead and use this models. And then we also have different things like classifying the text. And when it classifies, how does your prompt will look like is something that what we can also have. You can given this you can test in like what does your prompt to do and what should be the classification. Then it when you also have the test prompt over here, wherein you can go ahead and start using the test prompt, and then you can go ahead and use it inside the apps or flow. Flow is something like which gets connected inside the Power Platform. So this is all something which can be done inside the Power Platform, inside the Power Apps for using the AI Builder. And then there are few resources which are available in the Microsoft Learn as well regarding the
I think we lost you, Bhargavi.
Yep, probably some disconnection issue. Maybe we can wait
Yeah,
for a minute. Till
yeah,
then, let's
yeah,
collate the questions.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have only one from the current session. So let's see.
Okay, so I think this is from the previous session. The question is
AI
from
builder models, is there a way to create a chatbot? There's only one. way to create a chatbot connected with tabular data based on GPT, like based on data summarization, chatbot will reply to prompts. So there is a question, but I don't know. Bhargavi is there. I'll try to check on her message also. Okay, I think her
Her
system ran
system
out. So,
crashed.
so yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
system crashed.
just give us a time.
She'll be joining back in a couple of minutes.
Just give us a time. It's okay. That would be
I think this question is more for Deepak, but let's see if Bhargavi can answer your question of the.
Hello. Hi, Abhinav. Sorry about
hey,
it.
no worries, no worries, no worries. It's okay.
Yeah.
I think we can continue. Maybe your screen crashed. I'm not sure whether it will still work.
Yeah. I guess I started presenting from the slides. I would go back to the slides and can resume back. Let
Sure,
me
No
no
worries.
worries.
know.
No worries.
Yeah.
No worries. I believe you covered the entire part theoretically.
Yeah.
So towards the
Yes.
end of the demo only. It's
Yes.
fine. Yeah. You can summarize yeah, from the deck.
Yeah. Sure. Um. We also have a few resources which are available in the Microsoft Learn. wherein when we finish that, we also tend to get the certification, and you can get in touch with this by scanning the QR code. It would take you directly to that course, and you can get in more information about the AI builder. And if you have any queries, I'm open to answer now. Sorry, I missed that earlier.
So, Bharvi, the question isn't directly related to AI builder models. I'm not sure, but yeah. So the question is on: is there a way to create chatbots connected with tabular data based on GPT, like based on
Yes,
data summarization, whether the
yes,
chatbot will reply to them?
there are ways to connect the chatbot with the tabular data. What we can do is that we can go ahead and I mean, either it can be of using the Copilot Studio, we can do that, or what we can do is by using the Power BI integration inside the Power Automate. We can try to develop that, and can use the AI models inside the Power Automate as such, and we can go ahead and start using it, for which the UI can be built in the Power Apps and can be moved with that. Power Apps is something like which is used mainly for building the UI kind of frames, and wherein like the applications can be built, and you can connect the various kind of integrations being available for it, and uh, I mean, you can connect the Power Automate or Power BI inside it, and you can do those things here. I hope I answered the question. Was it clear?
Yeah. So Uday mentioned that he has tried with Copilot, but however, it seems it processes only first text records, not complete data.
Okay. Copilot,
Yeah, this
however,
question.
seems records, not the complete data. Okay. Maybe rephrase your prompt for to make the Copilot being understanding. It all depends on the way that what we try to give to the Copilot, right? So maybe try to rephrase that, or what we can do is that, like what I was telling, it is just an kind of use the yeah, sorry, I got with the second thing. What it does is that it will try to get all the datas when you try to load the datas being loaded for it at a right time. If not, uh, it would try to kind of mess up with the data, like the prompt that what you try to give in will be messed up over there. So maybe try changing the prompts over there.
Yeah. So there's one more question. Yeah, this
And
one.
show the
AI builder, MS
show
Learn
the
link for
MS
AI
Learn
builder.
link. Yeah, sure. One second. Was it okay? You can try to paste this whole thing inside the chat as well.
Thanks for sharing that, Bhargavi.
Was there some other question that needs to be answered? I still have 4 minutes of time. If not, in the session, I can take up your questions or help you up with the sessions post the meeting as well. Sorry, was there a question?
No, I think yes,
Okay.
Bhargavi. Yeah, there are no more question. I think we
Yeah.
can close this. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time,
Thank you.
Bhargavi. It was really insightful.
Thank you so much for
And
giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
thanks for
Tha-
sparing time
Thanks
on
for
Sunday. On Saturdays and Sundays, it is always difficult to spare family time for the
And
community.
I am
And
so
many
sorry
thanks.
about the mess that happened due to my
No
no,
worries, no
technical
worries.
no,
issues.
no, but
Okay.
these are demigods, Bhargavi. These are demigods. It always happens.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you all.
Thank you so much. Rajendra, are you on to host Dr. Abhilasha?
Yes, thank you, Bhargavi. Nice session. So, so next speaker, Dr.